Okay, sorry about that, guys. Let's write this poem real quick. Let's get into this game. It's time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. Let's see. Alright. Flee, dark, death, shopping, fireflies, promise, forgive, precious. Just fireflies, cute nature, poof, massacre, agonizing, lollipop, inferno, uncontrollable, intellectual, amazing philosophy, warm, fickle, games, color, destiny, graveyard, despise, strawberry. Warm, disoriented, secretive, happiness, unending, afterimage, fluffy, shame, vitality, jump, hurt. Let's do happiness. Cry, infinite, sweet, insight, dance, vivid, climax, sparkle, lazy, embrace. Let's do... these two are too good. Dance and vivid. Maybe I get vivid again. I'll put dance. Disarray, pain, unrestrained, contamination, lucky, lipstick, wrath, fantasy, portrait, fester. Let's do unrestrained. Let's spice it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Essence, ambient, whistle, smile, aura, parfait, journey, swimsuit, hair, friends. Let's see what whistle gives us here. Bunny, heart, socks, tragedy, hop, defeat, comfort, melody, sadness, together. Let's melody. Explode, electrify, summer, meager, sunny, variance, nibble, mouse, clouds, valentine, clouds, feather, eternity, anxiety, landscape, disown, whirlwind, cheeks, entropy, dream, marshmallow. Dream or entropy? Do dream. Spinning, disaster, clumsy, joy, beauty, lust, childhood, rose, fun, ocean. Let's do lust. Kiss, peaceful, charm, melancholy, excitement, starscape. I already know I want starscape. Suicide, rain cloud, giggle, determination, infallible, jumpy, daydream, analysis, breath, or breathe, existence. Let's daydream. Sunset, skipping, kawaii, puppy, vertigo, calm, question, alone, sticky memories. That's just getting harder. Let's make a poem. Memories. Wonderful milk, uncanny love, captive, empty, kitty, bouncy, boop, raindrops. Do love. Cage, waterfall, vacation, incoherent, marriage, time, doki doki, awesome, laugh, unrequited. Let's do time. Hopeless, crimson, passion, music, bliss, pleasure, universe. Definitely universe. Ribbon, convert, shiny, broken, treasure, vibrant, family, extraordinary, blanket, adventure. Let's do extraordinary. Desire, twirl, rainbow, bubbles, prayer, pink, scars, candy, cheer, fireworks. I think twirl or fireworks would fit the poem? Let's do twirl. Email, okay. Flower, dazzle, silly, bed. Anime, misery, papa, headphones. Dazzle. Alright, let's see what we got. Let's hope for a good... Oh, okay. Shit. Gotta get my voice crack-lacking. Hi again, Russell! Glad to see you didn't run away on us! Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least kept my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. Yes, I am. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Russell. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you, making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on! Like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me...
Oh my god.
Sayori told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Minokia and manga. Manga is literature! Oh shit. Oh god.
Manga is literature!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Russell always gives his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. What? Like cook? Okay. There should be an and in there. How dependable. How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is messy. It's so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Russell can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh! You even brought you something today, you know. Wait, Sayori? Eh? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing.
What is it?
Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri. I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Oh, alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'm definitely going to read... I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Minokia to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayori and Minokia are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Excuse me. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. Man, it looks like no one wants to be bothered today. I slump down into the nearest desk. How am I supposed to occupy myself with something literature related by myself like this? I guess I could always read some of the book Yuri gave me, but I'm feeling a little too tired to read. I could probably fall asleep right now. I close my eyes and end up listening in on Sayori's conversation with Nokia. We're probably gonna seem really lame compared to all the other clubs, though. Well, we can't give up. The festival is our chance to show everyone what literature is all about. The problem is that the idea of literature club sounds too dense and intellectual. But it's not like that all the time, you know. We just need a way of showing that to everyone, something that speaks to their creative minds. That doesn't solve the problem, though. What do you mean? Even if we come up with the most fun thing ever, nobody will come in the first place if it's a literature event. So it's more important to figure out how to get people to show up in the first place, you know. And after they come, we can do the thing to speak to their creative minds. What's this? Sayori is taking this really seriously. It's rare to hear her deliberating like this. Huh? That's a good point. In that case, do you think food... Oh shit, they're talking again. In that case, do you think food would do the trick? What kind? Well, I guess we could. Cupcakes! Aha! Good thinking! Natsuki would love to do that. You're right. Natsuki makes the best cupcakes. That works out perfectly. That's why you suggested it. What? Ugh. Can't do this. Oh my god. I'm gonna lose my voice so fast. Cupcakes speak to me, my creative tummy. Cupcakes? It is then. I'm hungry. Anyway, we still need to work out the details of the event itself. I find myself smiling. In the end, Sayori is still her usual self. But therein lies the unexpected reason I admire her. Unlike me, who has terrible finding any motivation at all. Who has terrible finding... Okay. Sayori can put her mind to things and make them come to life. I suppose that's why I end up letting her get on my case about things. I can't help but wonder what it would be like to see the world through her eyes. Oh, that's really pixelated. Wah! Oh, that's my voice, sorry. Wah! I open my eyes to find Sayori's face filling my vision. I nearly fall out of the chair. Sorry! Wait! Actually, I'm not sorry at all! It's your fault for sleeping like that! This isn't the napping club! Does our school have a napping club? You're staying up late again, aren't you? Now that you're in the club, you're gonna have less time for anime, you know. You'll need to get used to it. Don't say that so loud. I glance over my shoulder to see Minokia overhead. It's true, though. Yeah, I know. You're always looking out for me, Sayori. It's what I do best. That's a problem. What about you? You look out for me better than you look out for yourself. You're still oversleeping every day, aren't you? Not every day. That's not very convincing. How many days this past week have you gotten up on time? It's a secret. I knew it. Come on. I can't even do that. Look, Sayori, it's written all over you. Heh. Sayori glances around at herself. How is it written all over me? You were clearly in a rush this morning. Look, your hair is sticking out all around here. Huh? I run my fingertips down the side of Sayori's hair, trying to straighten it out. Man, you really need a brush for this. My hair is just really hard to get right. I won't fall for that. There's more than just your hair. Look, your bow isn't straight either. It looks pretty straight. And there's a toothpaste stain on your collar right there. I don't see one. I try to wipe off the stain with my finger. But nobody would ever notice that. Of course they would. Nobody's going to tell you about it because they don't want to embarrass you. Fortunately, I really don't care about that. You meanie. And you don't even keep your blazer buttoned up. Now that's true. Seriously, Sayori? Why do you think you don't have a boyfriend yet? Whoa. That's super mean! Sorry, but you'll thank me later. I start to button her blazer from the bottom. Once you see how much better it looks, you'll change your mind. Oh, God. This is so funny. What is? Well, I was just thinking how weird it is to have a friend who does these kind of things. Eh? Don't say that. You'll make me feel weird about it, stupid. It's okay, though. I'm happy we're like this. Aren't you? I guess. Hey, be careful. The button might come off. Why is this one so hard to close? I struggle to fully close the button near her chest. Oh, God. Does this thing even fit you properly? It did when I bought it. Sigh. If you ever buttoned it, you would have noticed sooner that it doesn't fit you anymore. What are you smiling about? It means my boobs got bigger then. Don't say that out loud. I just did. Anyway, you look much better, so... why does it feel strange to see Sayori's blazer buttoned up like that? But it's so stuffy! It's not worth it at all! Sayori hastily unbuttons her blazer once more. All that work for nothing. Phew! That's so much better! Sayori puts her arms out and twirls around. So if I keep it unbuttoned when I get... So if I keep it unbuttoned, then I won't get a boyfriend, right? What kind of logic is that? And why are you saying that like it's a good thing? Because if I had a boyfriend, then he wouldn't even let me do things like this. And you take care of me better than anyone else would anyway. So that's why I'm keeping it unbuttoned. Stop saying all these embarrassing things. I don't say anything embarrassing. Jeez. Well, anyway, just focus on trying to wake up a little earlier. Only if you focus on going to bed earlier. Fine. It's a deal. I guess we really are better at taking care of each other than we are at taking care of ourselves. Yeah, I guess so, huh? So maybe you should come wake me up in the morning. You're doing it again, Sayori. Oh, but I was joking that time. Man, it's impossible to tell with you sometimes. Okay, everyone. Eh? Manokia suddenly calls out. Why don't we share the poems we... Shit! Why don't we share the poems we wrote now? Alright, I'll try to substitute the word stupid with baka. And I'm sure you do. Plastic eyes, plastic teeth. Yay! Russell, I can't wait to read yours. Yeah, same. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. I failed to sound enthusiastic, but Sayori still trots away to retrieve her poem. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sioria and Minokia enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sioris is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Minokia wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Minokia's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Alright guys, let's do a straw poll. Whose poem do you want to see first? I will set the straw poll up real quick and you guys can vote. Alright, here's the straw poll, guys. Vote, and I'll give you guys a couple minutes, probably like 2 minutes or so. Alright, everyone, let's see what the straw poll is here. We have 2 votes for Natsuki, 1 vote for Yuri, and 1 vote for Minokia. Here, I'll show you guys real quick, so you know I'm not fibbing. Alright, there we go. There's the poll. Alright, let's go with Natsuki's first. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Wait.
Well, it's about what I expected from someone like you.
That's a little blunt.
Well, excuse me. It's not like I said it was bad. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotion.
So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes.
Do you want to get smacked?
I'll pass.
Sigh. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it.
Eagles can fly. Am I even talking? I hope I am. Okay. Had to double check. Anyway, her poem, Natsuki's poem. It's titled Eagles Can Fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. But that's about it.
Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it.
I like it. I'd give that poem probably like a 5 out of 10. It's a decent attempt. I personally like poems that rhyme. Some of it did. Some, yeah, anyway.
What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid.
Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but when it hits you hard. Like this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall apart on purpose.
Okay, that makes sense.
It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should my poem be next? What's that straw poll say? So it's a tie between Yuri and Minokia. I'll just do Yuri. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Huh. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time reading a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad, huh? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm sorry. Yuri buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together and properly the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I love to share my thought process behind it.
Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't it supposed to be a literature club? Oh wow, this is nice handwriting. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have a... Oh my god, I messed that up. The last remaining streetlight to withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That's pretty good.
I'm sorry. I don't have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read.
Oh, but it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty.
That's a relief.
I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was very descriptive.
It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you
into ghost, Yuri?
Uh-huh. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Russell.
Really?
I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Oh, shit.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up these things.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
Who should we read next?
Hi, Russell. Having a good time so far?
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Really.
Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the
better. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay?
Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me?
It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to.
Ha ha ha. Don't worry, Russell. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's not the sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon.
Yeah, that's true. I hand Minokia my poem.
I like this one. It makes me think of something Sayori would like.
Is that so?
You and Sayori are really good friends, right? I wouldn't be surprised if you had those sort of things in common.
Well, I may be good friends, but Sayori and I are actually really different.
Well, that may be the case, but maybe there's also some similarities that you wouldn't expect. The way she talks about you. It sounds like the two of you really care about each other's well-being.
Just thought of something.
Even if you show in different ways, it ends up being more similar than you think. So I think that's the kind of vibe I get when reading your poem.
You sure you're not reading into it too much?
I could be. Oh gosh, I sound like Yuri. But in any case, Yuri's writing has kind of a gentle feel to it. I can tell that she likes exploring with emotions like happiness and sadness. Who knew that someone so happy would enjoy sad things too?
Yeah, that's totally unexpected.
Well, to each their own. And you shouldn't be afraid to experiment a little bit either.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing these things. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
Oh, that's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good.
You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well,
well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know.
I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the sparkle protrudes. Oh. What? Spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
So, what did you think?
Oh no, shit! Let's return.
So what did you think?
It was very freeform. if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for the feedback.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it could be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit.
An infamy? Said that wrong.
Yeah, something like... I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that, because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Minokia's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today! Thanks for listening!
Oh my god, my voice is gonna crap. Ow. Alright, let's see Ori. Does she ever blink?
Oh my goodness! This is so good, Russell!
Eh?
I love it! I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Sayori?
You must be seriously overreacting.
That's my voice. You must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
Jeez. Yuri's opinion was way more constructive than this. Are you sure you don't like it just because I wrote it? Eh.
Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know. So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem, it's a Russell poem! And that makes it feel extra special! Like I can feel your feelings in it.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you really are part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the clubroom. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Russell. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know. Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all.
Yeah!
And I'm gonna make sure
you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Alright, I'm going to hold on to that then. Hold you to that then.
Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
Oh, see about that. Oh, she's writing to the sun. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. I like those two lines. Those are good. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Ugh. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until morning to write this?
No! Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night. Well,
excuse me. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
Don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Even though you were late to school?
It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky.
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
That was so much fun.
Minocchia's
the best.
Oh, yeah. But next
time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everybody. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Minocchia are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furry in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly.
What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing.
Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand.
I guess I could say it's fancy.
Ah, thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? That's thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Russell did too. So based on that, I'm glad to give you some suggestions of my own. First off,
Excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly interesting, which I haven't yet. And Russell liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri.
Uh-huh. That's not what you're just... Maybe you're just jealous that Russell appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Well, and how do you know you didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make something I do overly cutesy.
Huh?
Is everyone okay?
Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Russell started showing up.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little...
What? That and you? Oh my god.
This doesn't involve you.
This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys.
Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Russell? She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this would have happened in the first place. Wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Russell.
But wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Russell?
Well,
How did I get dragged in this? How did I get dragged in this in the first place? Oh my god. It's not like I know anything about writing. I don't. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Oh, crap. So of course that's going to be... Shit. Who do I agree with, chat? Who do I agree with? Think on this for a second. Alright, guys. We're gonna pick
right next to
Natsuki.
my pictures of Jesse.
Liking that girl or whatever.
Yes. Oh god, it's so good.
Forgot to meet you guys. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with new words can just be as impressive as well. It's at least the reader's imagination. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that.
Yeah! It did, didn't it? Ha! Shows how much you know!
That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough.
Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me!
Wow, Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can be definitely hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori nodded vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise.
Thanks for noticing!
She finally mutters that, barely audible. Okay. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened at all. Well, if you say so.
Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me, Russell! Sheesh!
Natsuki takes a breath. I need a breath.
The thing about,
Natsuki glances around the room.
would everyone stop staring at me?
Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monokia look away.
Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all.
Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder.
Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially you, Russell! And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we got a little too used to. Ha ha ha!
So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere.
Not at all! No, not at all! There's still time before we go home, so we'll all relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for.
I disagree, Monokia. Oh, what about?
What about?
That's not the most important thing about the literature club. That's the most important thing. It's having fun!
Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori.
In the end, though, Minoki is right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you feel about sharing the poems?
It was a lot of fun.
Well, I did say it was worth it.
It was alright, well, mostly.
Russell, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome!
In that case,
we'll do the same thing tomorrow! And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better!
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Russell! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
What do you mean?
You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often?
No. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people.
You don't.
You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew! You know, Russell, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest, and I think everyone really likes you too.
That's...
Every day is going to be so much fun!
Sigh. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, I'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to see Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay!
Yeah, let's do this. Oh, I gotta write another poem. Great. Some water. I never clicked the girls. Maybe they do something. They do nothing. Okay. Alright, I'm not going to read these again. They all look the same. Controllable, sadness, horror, games, daydream, eternity. Let's change it up a bit. Fun, frightening, actor image, climax, extreme, kawaii, imagination, scars, unending, vertigo, graveyard, explode, dance, peace. I don't know what I just did there. Maybe it'll sound cool. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Russell! Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just...
I'm still not used to you being in the club, that's all.
I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway.
Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack?
No thanks. What if I wanted to?
That's not like you at all.
I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Shiori?
Why, that all of a sudden?
No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Shiori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and opens it. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Shiori.
That's not fair. How did you even know?
It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So either you're not hungry and wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spend all your money so that I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option.
What? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty.
If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. Huh? I didn't notice that she was listening in. Her face in her books, as always.
I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri! Tell Russell to let me borrow some money! Don't get me involved like that, Shiori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stuff like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like to speak to your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side of you. That's no way to think. You could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That! Still coming from you, Shiori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there?
Don't let her fool you. Shiori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me.
But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them.
Come on, give me more credit than that, Shiori.
Swap! Wah!
Out of nowhere, something smacks Shiori in the face and stumbles onto the desk.
Oh! What was... A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Shiori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my retribution.
Actually, that one almost worked.
Ha! I was just gonna give it to you.
Oh, wrong character.
I was just going to give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though.
Oh.
Natsuki! That's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Shiori hugs the cookie.
Jeez, just eat it. Shiori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite.
So good.
Shiori suddenly clasps her hands over her mouth. Claps.
I bit my tongue.
You're going through a lot over just one cookie.
Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie.
Yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it?
Jeez, beggars can't be choosers.
But yours is chocolate.
Yeah, why you think I give you that one?
Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me.
Shiori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her.
Ah, jeez. I get it.
Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches up to nudge Sayori off of her. Oh! Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie.
Hey! Did you seriously just do that?
Mouthful of Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well.
Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Minokia, can you tell Sayori?
Eh? Natsuki glances around. Minokia isn't in the club room.
Ugh. Where's Minokia anyway?
Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all.
You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She probably is more desirable than all of us combined. That's not true.
Excuse me?
Suddenly the door swings open.
Sorry, I'm super sorry!
There you are.
I didn't mean to be late! I hope you guys weren't worried or anything!
Minokia chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend! What on earth are you talking about?
Minokia quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway?
Well, my last period today was stay home, so to be honest, I kind of just lost track of time.
That makes no sense though. You would have heard the bell ring at least.
I must have not heard it, since I was practicing piano.
Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Minokia.
I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool. You should play something for us, Minokia.
But
Minokia looks at me.
maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it.
Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Russell.
Minokia smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that.
Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready.
I see. In that case, best of luck.
Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I?
No, not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Yuri is back to her book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Why's she going there? Let's go in there one day. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a little bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of her book. It looks like the same book that she lent me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Crap. I think she noticed me looking at her book. She sneaks around another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. That only makes her hide her face deeper into her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so... That's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about, anyway? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's just about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost young sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships and her life starts to fall apart. That's kinda dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Haha. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Russell? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into these things. Okay. She's so shy, reclusive on the outside. But her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophy that they believe in, then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they've made out to be a naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing spill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club, after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well start reading it right. You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem to be a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I seem to understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulders as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from the book instead. Sorry. I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri, then I hold my book more between the two of them. What? I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Whoa. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. Ah. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you... Did turn the page? Ah, sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey Yuri, this might be a little silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Russell, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Well, what are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone! I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We may not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri excels spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left in the book, then I slip back into my bag. Who should I show my poem to first? Well, that's it for me, everyone. Thank you guys for tuning in. It was a lot of fun. We'll continue this tomorrow. I don't know what time exactly, though. It'll probably be a little earlier in the evening. I'll let you guys know, though. Until then, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I'll see you guys later.